What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Friday, November 16th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's see who we have at the point guard position. I like Mike Conley for the Memphis Grizzlies playing the Sacramento Kings, who are the 5th worst defense overall and give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Mike Conley has scored 39, 34, and 54 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 34.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 33 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. Mike Conley is $7,000 DraftKings salary, $1,300 more on FanDuel. I love that DraftKings price. It's a home game, fast-paced game versus the Sacramento Kings. At that price, Mike Conley's going to need about 34 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all our DFS tools for NFL, and the tools for NBA are awesome. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Okay, let's see who we have at the shooting guard position. I like Chris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Chicago Bulls, who are the 2nd worst defense overall and give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Chris Middleton has scored 36, 30, and 26 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 35.1 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 31 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. Chris Middleton is $6,900 DraftKings salary, $600 more on FanDuel. At that price, he's going to need about 35 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. It's a high-paced game at home. There's a high implied total to this game, 224.5 points. Chicago Bulls have a terrible defense. Chris Middleton should be able to light it up. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Andrew Wiggins for the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Portland Trail Blazers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall and give up the 2nd most fantasy point to opposing small forwards. Andrew Wiggins has scored 46 and 29 fantasy points in his last 2 games, averaging 30.9 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 33 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Andrew Wiggins is $6,100 DraftKings salary and $800 more on FanDuel. This game has a 222 total point implied total, and at that salary, Andrew Wiggins is going to need right around 32 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Al-Farouq Amino for the Portland Trail Blazers playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 3rd worst defense overall and give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Al-Farouq Amino has scored 31, 28, and 26 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 23.9 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 29 minutes per game with a 12% usage rate. All those numbers have come way up over the last 3 games. Look for more of the same from Al-Farouq Amino at $4,900 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel. At that salary, Al-Farouq Amino is only going to need about 25 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Okay, let's take a look at the center position. I like Anthony Davis for the New Orleans Pelicans playing the New York Knicks, who are the 9th worst defense overall and give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing centers. Anthony Davis has scored 60, 63, and 58 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 57.5 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 38 minutes per game with a 27% usage rate. Anthony Davis is $11,400 DraftKings salary, $1,400 more on FanDuel. He's projected at 55.1 fantasy points tonight, and he's going to need about 58 to hit 5 times value. He should be able to get that done in a game at home. It's a high-paced game. Great matchup. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 9. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.